Okay, we should be back. And yeah, OBS froze, crashed. Okay, we got Dig Through Time or Hallowed Fountain. Those are the two cards I'm looking at. And I think I'll take the Hallowed Fountain. There's just so many good white cards you could end up getting, like Monastery Mentor. Kithion is a little bit too aggressive, I think. Bomat Courier. I don't really want any of these cards. I'll just take the Kithion, I guess. You know what? I'll take Blightsteel just in case we get like the Tinker, although we don't have any artifacts in our deck yet. All right, here I'm taking Wedding Announcement for sure. I'll take Pyrokinesis as a sideboard card, I guess. Selesnya Sanctuary wouldn't be terrible either. Sanctuary. Okay, still no power. Remand to Fairy. Oh, I got Embercleave? Interesting. I didn't even see that. I think I'd rather have Teferi than Remand, quite honestly. Monastery Swiftspear wouldn't be an insane pick at this point either. Strip Mine is pretty strong, but I don't think this is... I think I just want the Teferi. Stoneforge Mystic can get Batterskull. Flooded Strand is nice too. Solitude is really good. I just have like certain pet cards that I love, and Stoneforge is one of them. Okay, Goldspan Dragon. The content is flowing tonight. What's up, Spaldo? All right, we got Bone Crusher Giant. We got Restless Bivouac. We got Lauren. We got Fairy Mastermind. This card is really good to flash in. The kind of flash show and tell deck with Blightsteel and Thorsten deck we've passed is like definitely a more explosive than what I'm doing, but you know, like I said, I just didn't want to do it again twice in a row. I'm just gonna take the land, and then one of these should table one of these things, maybe. All right, this pack sucks. Polluted Delta can get Steam Vents or Hollowed Fountain though, so we'll take that. Fractured Identities, busted. I wouldn't mind having Lion Slash. It's a second card that Stoneforge can get, and it's graveyard hate against the Reanimator decks. But Fractured Identity is even better than graveyard hate. You just steal their thing, exile their thing and copy it. Even better than stealing it. Oh, I gotta admit, the deck is pretty low power level so far. Yeah, I'll just take Spellseeker. I don't have very many spells that work with Spellseeker. I have a Braid. That's it, actually. And then for spells I can cast with Snapcaster, I have a Braid and Fractured Identity. Okay, Staff, Dragon's Raid. I'm just going to take the land again. Yeah, Swift Spear. Tucker Fed posting, LOL. What did Tucker do? I saw he did a show with Cat Turd, but I didn't see. I wouldn't mind having Inferno Titan, but Brainstorm is definitely got the 2 fetch lands, got the Spellseeker, got the Snapcaster. We definitely are happy to see Brainstorm make its way all the way around the table. The smoothie is bomb, by the way. Tucker Carlson. There's Loran. Not the card I was most hoping for, but certainly a playable card. Hello, Ragdavan. There's a demonic tutor too, but it's another card you can get with Spellseeker, Flashback with Snapcaster, etc. But got a soft spot for my boy Ragdavan. Oh yeah, Tucker's saying the population has to defend itself because of the Supreme Court decision today. No fast mana for your boy LP today. No Mox, no Lotus, no Mana Crypt, no Sol Ring. Ooh, Fable. I like Fable. Well, my deck is slow. I need like, can I get a Talisman? Can I get something here? Can I get a 2-drop Mana Accelerator? Ragdavan is kind of mana when it works. Oh, Narset or Chart a Course? This is kind of crazy, but I'm actually just going to take Chart a Course. Expressive Iteration is another card that I just like never pass, basically. It's definitely cards that I just overvalue way too much. It is what it is. Seachrome Coast or Pyromancer or Connoisseur or Binding, but I'll take the Pyromancer. There's the Time Twister to go with the Narset. I'm sure I'm supposed to take one of these two cards, but I'm just going to take Time Warp. We didn't pick up the Batterskull either. The only card we have to get with Stonehorge is Embercleave. This has gone pretty poorly, I have to say. Alright, that's done. I really don't actually like these pain lands in most decks. Probably have to play a couple of these cards. We could play this Reclamation. Ooh, I like Sarah Paragon. We'll play that. I like Hellrider too. It's this isn't like the best deck for Hellrider, but that's what makes it so deadly. The unexpected element. This deck is like a 5 out of 10. Very average. That Ragavan was a nice pickup, though. Boom. Boom, boom. Locating opponent. $10,800 active players. Here we go. On the play. not a very good hand, but Polluted Delta gets Steam Vents. And then we can Brainstorm. You'd rather use the Brainstorm before cracking your Delta generally, but you know, we got a Brainstorm, so it, you know, let's see what happens. Hex Drinker. Yikes. Yikes. We're definitely not going to be able to spell Seeker into an Abrade before that thing becomes a problem. Finding the Magda is pretty nice because now if he can't just like really pump and swing because then he's giving us a free treasure token. He might pump and stay back. He might pump and swing. If he does, we can probably get to Fractured Identity before he gets his thing to level 8. About your treasure token. We're gonna Spell Seeker this turn because we can chump block. I also think a Braid might be the only target left. We want to cast Spell Seeker before we draw it. Oh yeah, Chart of course too. I'll take a Braid that can get rid of the Shadow Spear. Okay, so next turn we can Fractured Identity the Hex Drinker. Hopefully he just spends this turn leveling it up. He might equip. But I mean, if he just equips and levels up or whatever, that's still pretty good. Rofalos. He is not leveling up. Oh yeah, and that thing tramples, so blocking isn't really very useful here. Oh, taking a beating. I guess Rofalos doesn't even tap for any mana, so that makes sense, but it does give mana off the cradle, so this Fractured Identity is basically Stone Rain now. Basically. I guess I should have attacked with the Spell Seeker too, but I don't know. I didn't want him to be able to hit me for 2 with Rofalos, you know? Chat's really quiet today. What's going on out there? Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? He's just passing? Wow. Okay. Okay. I kind of like just dumping everything into spells. Hex Drinker. Yeah. I was gonna say I could, could blow up his Mock Sapphire. That's the aggressive play. Not sure though that just getting this bad boy to level 8 is just so tempting. Next turn I can get this to level 8 and cast Expressive Iteration or Abrade. Passing again. Amazing. Amazing. One, two, three. Now we just get Embercleave. He's dead next turn. Pretty tough to beat a level 8 Hex Drinker with an Embercleave. Oh, Gabber P it in the YouTube or in the Rumble chat. I'm here, LP. I was on the YouTube chat. Hey, Gabber. iGamer. Woodpit says, sorry, been driving all day. Feel like I'm still moving. Yeah, I know how that feels, man. If you like, I often have to do like 4 hours of driving in a day, and that when I go to like pick up my daughter from the border-ish or close to the border, and that's not too bad, but sometimes I have to go all the way across the border, and so it turns into like 6 or 7 hours, and yeah, your nerves are pretty fried after that, especially if you're like driving at night or whatever. Pyrokinesis is probably good to bring in against the Gaia's Cradle deck with Rothfulos. I like Lauren too. I think I'll cut the Sevin's Restoration. Really don't have much sideboard action in this deck. Tribal Flames is also reasonable. Kills Hex Drinker, kills Mana Dorks. Maybe I'll cut Time Warp. No, bringing out the Stoneforge Embercleave package is an option too. I usually try to have more than one equipment in my deck when I'm playing Stoneforge, but just did not work out. See, like right here, we've drawn Embercleave, so now Stoneforge is just a literal 1-2 for 2. Went to Tahoe and it was snowing over the pass and raining the whole way down. Yeah, raining and anything like that that makes it more stressful with the visibility and stuff. I know how that feels. Library of Alexandria. Pretty good card. So now I have to decide if I want to play the Magda out or just kill the thing. I think I want to get Magda out. What up, Antonio Alejo? Antonio! Enjoy playing Cube. Everything is good in the world. Thanks, Gabber. I will enjoy. I'll enjoy losing to this vastly superior deck. So, I hope he plays a land and plays another mana dork. Mana dork number 3? No. Because then I would definitely pull the trigger on the pyrokinesis, you know. I mean, I think I'm... Oh, I drew Layla, though. I was going to say, I think I'm going to do it anyways. Yeah, I think I kind of have to, quite honestly. Probably just exile the Abrade. Kind of hurts a little bit, but... You know, it's a 2 for 2, so it's not that terrible. It's just, you know, besides the fact that he's drawn 18 cards off his Library of Alexandria already, it's not that terrible. Cube Draft playlist is always banging. I actually have to change it because it gets like copyrighted on Facebook every time. I just didn't have time to look for something new today. ALP Original G randomly scrolled on Twitch. Oh, this is like a bot. Yeah, no human sends a message that long. I also stream on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Skibbity Toilet, where I do try on and yoga vids. I'll make a special hot vid just for me. A special hot vid just for me? I always struggle to figure out how to ban people on the Twitch chat. You would think you just like click on them. Failed to load module. Click to reply. Saw this happen on another show. Oh, here we go. So you click their name and then the dots and then block. There it is. They make that way harder than it needs to be. Some Pajit with his bot. Too much trolling Titter stream. Would have been awesome if he had cast this on the Lotus Cobra turn. We could have got a 3 for 2. Okay. The question is, do I want to Fairy or Embercleave? Oh, See, I played the land because of Embercleave, because I think the answer is I want Embercleave, but it's just you don't want to play your lands generally when you got Lelia. Charter Course is a pretty nice hit though. Yeah, he can have that. I'm gonna put this on Lelia and just hit him for 10. It's gonna hit him for 10. Down to 3. Cast Charter Course. Banned off Twitch, otherwise I'd offer you my services as a mod. Twitch chat is pretty chill. It's usually just Woodpit in there doing his thing. Bliss chillin'. Law LOL. What's up, Bliss chillin'? Didn't see you there. Through the breach? The fuck is this gonna be? Emrakul? That actually is fine. I sack my 4 lands. And he's dead. Oh, you didn't sack your creature? I was hoping you'd sack your creature. Man, we got away with robbery there. Yeah, regarding the bot. Yeah, I figured it was the bot you were laughing at. Gonna make me a hot yoga try-on vid, and you can't see it on in the plugin, but his display picture on Twitch is literally like a Pajit. I'm not even joking. This is a bit of a different version of MTG, eh? Yeah, this is actually the original online version before they made Arena. Arena was like the flashy, appeal to the kids with the animations and everything, make it auto tap. They kind of streamlined it and simplified it, but this hand is not great, but I'm gonna keep it anyways. It's pretty awful, actually. I should probably mulligan this. It's essentially the same game, though. There's minor differences, like how much time you get on your clock and having to tap the lands, and obviously the graphics are a lot older looking on this one, but still Magic, still the same game. I thought he mulliganed. I was like, why is this taking so long? Retrofitter Foundry. Of course, all of our opponents have their mock Sapphire ready to go. Must be nice. Kept a 1-lander. I guess he was well, no, I was gonna say I guess that's what he was thinking about so long, but it was actually after I had already kept and I'm on the draw, so he would have already had decided to keep. So I don't know why he was sitting there at the start of his first turn, but maybe debating playing out the mocks or not. Boom, boom, bam, bam. What is this? What is this pause? Are we getting iced? Is he gonna ice one of my lands? No. Guess what, bitch? It's a wedding. Wedding announcement not gonna outrace the Retrofitter Foundry, unfortunately. Dark Confidant. Ragdovan shows up 3 turns too late. I can't even dash him because he just sacrifices the Thopter or makes a 1/1. Either or. Oh boy, feels bad, man. All right, I'm gonna crack my Polluted Delta just because I have too many lands, and I'm gonna just play Ragdovan and not attack. Ragdovan. Why did I say Ragdovan? It's Ragavan. Tenacious Underdog off of the Dark Confidant. Oh, that is not what I wanted to see. He kind of has to take Teferi here, though, which, I mean, I was leaning towards playing the Goldspan. He could take the Goldspan, but I mean, nah. Kind of want him to attack with the 4/4/2 because I'll be able to draw a card off my wedding announcement this turn. Fable of the Mirror Breaker also showing up late. Oh, I forgot to crack my land. Let's just get Island, I guess. Hopefully we rip a braid off of our wedding announcement. That would be, I think, the ideal card to draw. Bloodthirst Harvester. Hell Rider. What the hell? It's so Jover. Oh man, look at this. I hit him down to 8. I just need him to rip an 8 drop off his Dark Confidant next turn, and we'll all be Gucci. Oh, Fire Blast. Wow, this guy's deck is aggro. More so than I expected. Well, Tribal Flames, yes. I think Pyrokinesis, yes. I think I'm going to drop. I thing is, I don't like this reclamation card. I don't like that, especially against a really fast deck. Maybe Time Warp. Is this what I took out last time? Could take out Spellseeker, to be honest, but I have some good spells to seek. I'll take out the Time Warp. God, you really you don't want to be not doing anything until your third turn in this cube, but I just like, this is a problem with my deck. I didn't get any of the good cheap cards. Every time I open Twitch, there's titty streamers at the top of the suggested tab. Yeah, every time I open Twitch and you get like assaulted with the sound that comes out. Because people are like, you know how it just like plays the audio for whatever the featured stream is, and I'm always like, where's that vocal fry coming from? I'm glad I got that deserted beach out of here. We really are screwed. We need a mountain to cast any of our spell. Oh, he didn't block? That surprised me. I thought for sure he probably has lightning bolt in his hand or something. I thought for sure he was going to trade. Lightning bolt. No, cracking the blood token. Is he just playing with me? Fatal push. Yeah. It's Jover. May as well just scoop now, honestly. I'll give it one more draw step. Twitch app is pretty nice when you're switching from phone to car. It automatically plays when you get in the car. Yeah, YouTube Music does that too. Feeble. Like every double red card in the deck. All right. Next. This one's going quick. 45, 48 minutes, give or take, and we've done a whole draft plus 2 matches. Oh shit, Woodpit sent $5 on Rumble and said no Pajits. Thank you for the $5, Woodpit. I'm going to add that to the daily Cope goal. Dorkatron also came through with $30 at the end of the show this morning during the credits. So we're up to $60. $60 out of 200. Okay, match number 3. If I win this and it's also fairly quick, I might try to do another draft. I won't be able to play all 3 matches, but see if we can come up with a better deck. We have to win first though, because I'm not going to have enough points for to play another one unless we win this match. What did he do? Goblin Engineer? What is this guy up to? Orcish Lumberjack. This guy's just playing all the cards that you never see people actually playing. I've seen an Orcish Lumberjack I think once in all the times I've played this cube. It is a bit scary on turn 1. It is kind of scary. What's gonna happen to me? Goblin Engineer. Search the library for an artifact, put in the graveyard. And then he has the Goblin. What's that up? Oh, Mox Ruby? All of my opponents had Mox. For anybody who's counting, for anybody who's keeping track, they all have Moxes. Honestly, I might honestly just trade Snapcaster with Orcish Lumberjack here, or try to anyways. I'm more scared of the Lumberjack than I am of the Engineer, because the thing about the Engineer is it only does mana value 3 or less, so it's really not that scary. The other guy, the 1-drop, gets you any artifact for an artifact. And he passed, so he missed his land drop. So now we got Layla into Hellrider into Time Warp. And I'm assuming he doesn't have a lightning bolt or anything, because he probably would have killed the Snapcaster if he could. Especially without the land. I could use Brainstorm to like set up the card I'm gonna exile, but I didn't. Just like, let's just get Hellrider going. You know what I'm saying? Feeling pretty good about game 1 here. really doubt he's going to beat Time Warp with whatever he draws. Go Goblin mode on his ass. That's right. I'm going Goblin mode on your ass. Whatever that means. Okay. One more win. We got 2 chances to get one more win. I got, like, Pyrokinesis is coming in every match, but I think it's just the right thing to do. Reclamation out. I don't think gotta keep Lauren when you're playing against a Goblin Engineer deck. I don't know what this guy's up to. Maybe I'll drop Seasoned Pyromancer, or you know what? I'm just gonna drop Stoneforge but keep Embercleave. I think that's also reasonable. Embercleave, oof, no red. No red. 3 red spells and no red. Shit. But it's pretty good hand if I draw red in the first 2 draw steps. I'm just going to keep it. This deck, my deck just isn't good, so... The Twitter profile animals going Goblin mode. I have not seen that, but that sounds like a funny Twitter account. Going Goblin mode is when you, like... It's just like when you, like, you stop, like, grooming yourself and shit, isn't it? Ugh, Fractured Identity, not the card I wanted to draw. Animals going Goblin mode. My wife loves goats. Red mana. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, triple. You need to be goblin maxing. You need to be hoarding. Oh, God. Here we go. You are very naive about the Patriot Front. That's not how you spell naive, but okay. They have a police escort in unlicensed vehicles, and police keep everyone away from them. Then the police make sure they leave without interruption or following. They are, you know what's crazy about this is I'm not even live on Odyssey right now. And I didn't know you could live chat after the stream's over on Odyssey. I guess it's just a comment that he left, but it still shows up. I kept the live chat window open just because I'm going to need it tomorrow morning for 4. Green Sun for 4. Yeah, that's a card. It's a card that does not die to a braid. Non-feds, compare how the Proud Boys are treated by police. See if you notice a difference. Well, that guy can't hear me because I'm not streaming on Odyssey. Do I want to just kill the elf here? I think I'll just pass. Oh, you know what? Oh, I played my land already. I decided late that I should just do the expressive iteration. So we're oh, we got Ragavan, but we don't have a red mana to throw him out. Oh, that sucks. All right, well, I'm gonna take Brazen Borrower. Yeah. This turn was just totally sequenced completely wrong by me. That's not how you do it. You need to be dungeoning. You are very Niev. So it's probably going to attack with Soul of whatever, and then ooh, him to Torak hitting a Braid. All right. I assumed he was going to just draw a card off his clue because then okay. I was like, but now I can attack you with my Magda and get a treasure token, you fool. All right, well, I'm going to Snapcaster a Braid, the Tireless Tracker. Losing the Magda or whatever hurts. How come he didn't put the planes onto his deck? Or onto his battlefield? Isn't that what this card is supposed to do? Okay. Just gonna do it now. Have you ever had foie gras? Not recently, that's for sure. Foie gras. Is that just like raw ground beef or something? If I've had it, it was like one time and it was a long time ago and I don't really remember it. Okay. I can Fractured Identity the Soul of Windgrace next turn. He's going to actually take the plains this time, though, I imagine. Maybe he didn't know that you could take it from the opponent's graveyard, too. He was just like, oh, I have no lands in my graveyard. It's fatty duck liver. It's the goose liver. Well, that sounds tasty. I actually think... Let's see what he does here. Tenacious Underdog. Okay. Lauren of the Third Path. Play this. Pay 2 life. I actually think I like doing Brazen Borrower more than Fractured Identity here. Going back to the Proud Boys versus Patriot Front, the Proud Boys keep getting charged with crimes because they get into fights. Patriot Front doesn't get into fights. Do you ever think about that? Enrico Fermier. You can actually, when that trigger goes on the stack, if you have a land, like you could discard it and gain 3 life, which he did. He did have a land. He just didn't know that little interaction. You play this, the trigger goes on the stack. The trigger doesn't have to target when it's on the stack, right? This trigger doesn't target the land. So it goes on the stack, then you activate him to discard your card, and then you get whatever, your benefit, your 3 life, and you get your land. Gonna pull the trigger on Fractured Identity this turn. I'm too low on life to... I mean, I could just throw like Wedding Announcement and chump with a 1/1, but he doesn't seem to have a lot going on right now. And so just getting our own 5/4 kind of turn the pressure around on him. No. 7. Has he? Or no, he's got 8 mana. So maybe he's been, or actually he has 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has 9. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Something big is coming here. Woodfall Primus. That would have been a better target for Fractured Identity. Just didn't think he really had. I didn't know he had that going on. Oh, he's putting me down off a double red too. That's annoying. Because now I can't even draw Embercleave as an out. Oh, that's good though. Yeah, that's... Okay, let's think about this though. I don't really want to take 6 off of the Primus, but I could cast Sarah Paragon and get my land back into play this turn, and then next turn... Oh, Woodfall Primus tramples too. Dude, that's fucked. Okay. Oh yeah, and it has Persist. So I can't just throw it a 1/1 with Wedding Announcement. I'm kind of fucked here. Sarah Paragon. Put Steam Vents back into play. Take 6, go to 1, and figure out some way to kill him. Very unlikely. There is like I could double block the Woodfall Promise as well. But I think I'd rather just take the hit this turn. Because if I double block, it's like he kills one of my things. He gets a 5/5 trample and blows up one of my lands. Even though it's unlikely I'm going to be able to kill him. I mean, I have 10 power here. He has 10 life. He has 1 blocker, which I can kill with Snapcaster. Or no, I can't. I was thinking I could Snapcaster. Shit. Snapcaster a Braid, but I don't have a Braid in my graveyard. So now I have to not die, which means not taking any damage next turn. So let's see. I can play Layla and attack with Brazen Borrower and Layla. See what I hit off my Layla, and if I don't hit anything, cast Magda. Then I have Magda to block here and a double block there. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. If I hit a non-pain land, untapped non-pain land. What, he scooped! wasn't even dead. He wasn't dead. You have to chump with his elf if I attacked with everything. I wasn't even going to attack with everything, though, because he wasn't dead. Amazing! What time is it? 8:09. That was really fast. I'm going to do another draft. See if we can get like a good deck, and then I'll play like one match. It's a French thing, so I thought maybe you had tried it. Yeah, that makes sense. LOL, that Zuckerman guy said he invented the Proud Boys and Gavin stole the idea from him. I have no idea who Zuckerman is. Yeah, Patriot Front is actually like they follow the law a lot better than the Proud Boys. I think they try to get permits for their marches. Don't quote me on that. Maybe that's not true. I don't know. I don't know if they get permits or not, but they don't get into fights and shit like that. I think the one time they all got arrested, it was like inciting a riot conspiracy. Like it was a total bullshit charge. You know, the charges that the Proud Boys get, from the most part, seem to be more legitimate. 'Cause they're getting into fights. Maybe they're not starting the fights, but they're getting into fights. They're going to fight. And, J6, Patriot Front didn't storm the Capitol on J6. Oh, I gotta join the queue. What the fuck, man? I was just sitting here this whole time. Can't believe we 2-1 with that awful deck. We got really lucky because the first match the guy had a way better deck. And then the third match, that guy just didn't know what the fuck he was doing at all. Okay, no power as usual. Story of my life. There's Minsk and Boo, which is a really fun card that I'm kind of tempted to take. Nissa is also very powerful. You can take Nissa and just try to draft like the mono green deck, which is actually good if nobody else is drafting it. I'm gonna take Minsk and Boo. Mind Twist. Maybe we go for the Jund this time. The era of Jeskai is over. Now begins the era of Jund. He said Gavin called him a retard and then started PB a couple years later. Zuckerman. I don't know who that is. Look him up. Twitter Spaces hosted by Pro Hypno Gamer, Zuckerman, honorary midwit, motorcycle reactionary who conceptually inspired the Proud Boys. What the fuck is this? He was a speaker in this space. His account is suspended. All right, Bright Steel Colossals, Seasoned Pyromancer, Titan of Industry, Bitter Triumph, think we just take the proving grounds here. This is like, this is our commitment to Jund. Yeah. Seasoned Pyromancer is a very good card. I used to not think that card was good. And then I eventually realized it is very good. He's this spurgy Korean biker guy who's in Spaces all the time. Yeah, well, I googled him, it came up as Spaces, and then yeah, he's got like an anime profile pic. But his this account is suspended. I don't know if he's got a new account. Austin is sending me saltwater hydration tips on Twitter. I was looking into that today actually, and I think what I'm gonna do, these cards suck. I'll just take Haunted Ridge. I think what I'm gonna do is start drinking coconut water, because I was looking into it and they said coconut water is one of the best sources of electrolytes. Boy, this is not great. I could take Chandra. I could take Bomat Courier. I don't want the Citadel. I could take the Talisman. I don't want Garuk. It's really Chandra or the Talisman for me here. And I think I'm going to take the Talisman, actually, even though it kind of sucks. I just don't want a repeat of the last draft where it's very easy to get expensive cards in your deck, but you want to actually have cheap cards. I'll take the, you know what? I don't think this guy's good. I think he's way too slow for cube. I think he's super good in normal limited in his format. I could also just take the Dragon Engine, but I don't know. I'll take the Dread Knight. The thing about the Dread Knight is, yeah, Ophiomancer, why not? The thing about the Dread Knight is, the reason he's slow is because you think you have to draw a card, do his adventure, and then cap. But you don't have to do that. You just play him as a 3/2 for 2. Graveyard Trespasser. I don't know if I'm gonna main deck that, but we'll see how it goes. Tarmogoyf has got to be better than the Brawler here, right? Snuff Out's also pretty reasonable pick. Xander's Lounge, yeah, we'll take that. I got the Talisman of Curiosity and the Xander's Lounge. So if I draw, or if I open Time Walk or Ancestral Recall, we got that covered. Selesnya Sanctuary, Thran Dynamo, Rankle. I was just going to take the Sky I don't really like these cards. I'll take the Sky Ship, I guess. Anime PFP is one of the key steps to truning out, says Chuck Steak. Bro, can we not get a good fucking card? I mean, there is good cards in this pack. There's 4th Aerolingus and Strip Mine and Grim Monolith. But would it kill you to just give me a fucking Mox, you know? Can a nigga get a Sol Ring? I think I'm going to take the Fable. Fourth Aerolingus is really good. So good that I would consider taking this. And I have first picked this in this cube before, and ended up. I think I ended up getting 2 wins off that deck. Rofalos, Dark Confident, Ogier, Tega, Oko. Some good cards here. I think I'm just going to take the Tega. It would be reasonable to take any of these cards. Well, I wouldn't take Kato over Oko, but some good cards here. I don't know. One of those good cards will table. That's the thing. It'll come back around, one of them. Okay, so here we got either Virtue of Persistence or Questing Druid, Lano or Elvish Mystic, Bloodstained Mire. All cards that we're going to play in our deck. I think I'm going to take Elvish Mystic, actually. You know what? No, I'll take Virtue of Persistence. It's a pretty good card. Ruminap Excavator. We already... Maybe I was supposed to take Strip Mine. Maybe I should have thought harder about taking Strip Mine, but... too late now. I'll take the Eternal Witty. Well, I gotta say, the plan of like, let's actually draft a powerful deck this time is not coming together. We're drafting another very mediocre slow deck like the one we just played. He's on an alt now. I mean, dude, if you put in your Twitter bio that you are the motorcycle reactionary who conceptually inspired the Proud Boys, I don't know. That's your claim to fame, is you want to pretend like you invented the idea of a club. I'll take Delighted Halfling here. You invented the idea of a gang. Court of Garenbrig is interesting, but I'm going to take the Lotus Cobra. Llanowar Elves, Witherbloom Command. Witherbloom Command would have been good if I had taken the Strip Mine. I'm going to take Llanowar Elves here. He claims to have smoked crack with Alex Lee Moyer. I don't know who that is. Alex Lee Moyer, film director. That Feeling When No Girlfriend 2020. I never did watch that. It looked kind of interesting. Strip Mine came back around. I didn't take this. I'm gonna take the Strip Mine now. I mean, Knight's Whisper would be reasonable, but I'm just gonna take the Strip Mine. And if the Runes kept Navigator, that's crazy. You don't usually see Strip Mine go around the whole table. Usually there's somebody who wants to get up to some shenanigans. That Feeling When No Girlfriend and The New Radical. I haven't seen either of those. I kind of want to watch That Feeling When No Girlfriend. Maybe I should watch that on the Cope. Anybody seen it? Anybody seen TFW No GF? What up, Marby Dog? Oh, the excavator. Maybe Witherbloom Command will also come back around. It's possible. Not super likely, but possible. Man, the Gix is so much stronger, but I feel like I'm supposed to just go for the cheap card, but this deck doesn't really have any ways to draw cards, so I think the Gix is like very reasonable pickup there. Okay, Mox Ruby. Hello, finally. Thank you. It's about time. Yeah, we're not going to be taking Remand there. The auto selector is so terrible. It gives like no consideration to what you've already picked. And also just the idea that Remand is better than Mox Ruby like ever under any circumstances. Ninja, please. Stomping Ground. Recurring Nightmare is interesting. Hellrider, Baleful Mastery, Exhume. I would take Recurring Nightmare before I took Exhume, that's for sure. But I don't know, I'm just gonna take Stomping Ground here. It's not very exciting, but we got these turn one mana dorks we want to be able to cast. There's the Dryad. I didn't see the Scapeshift. I did see the Valakut also went by though. That's really just not even a good combo anyways. 3-card combo. Fire Blast, Tear Asunder. Maybe I'll take Tear Asunder. That seems pretty reasonable. Could take the Triome too. It's green-black, but we'll take Tear Asunder. Wheel of Fortune, Valakut Exploration. These are just not good cards for my deck. I think I'll just take the Soul Guide Lantern in the sideboard there. Not exciting. Blood Chief's Thirst, Oracle of Moldiah. Take the Oracle. I don't know about this, guys. All I have is a strip mine. I don't have any fetch lands or anything, so it's not very good. There's also some other like really mediocre cards here, like Graveyard Trespasser. Sakura Tribe Elder, I am interested in. I could take Aaron Mesa though to like beef up the rune or whatever. How do you say this? Ramunap, the Ramunap Excavator. I don't want to pass Sakura Tribe Elder though. I don't want to pass either of these two cards. I'm gonna take the Aaron Mesa. We kind of have to play the Excavator, I think. What do we got? 31 cards, 8 lands. So that's 23 plus some Mox. I think I'll take the land here. I don't hate having a Scavenging Ooze for sure. Phyrexian Metamorph wouldn't be that crazy either, but we're not that desperate for playables. Ooh, Jitte or Deep Cavern Bat. Deep Cavern Bat is like so good, but Jitte is like unbeatable for some decks. Noble Hierarch would be nice too, but I'm gonna take the Jitte. Yeah, Restless Fence. Baleful Mastery. Good night, Chuck Steak. Oh, and her new movie coming out is called Alex's War, and it's about Alex Jones. or no, that's already out. Her upcoming, she has 2 Teofilo and Made Under the Milky Way editor. She's an editor on all of these. The feeling when No Girlfriend has a 5.5 on IMDb, which is not very good. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, take the fire blast. Ooh, Sakura Tribe Elder came back around. Win. We got both our cards. This deck might be worse than the last one. I don't know. The Mox helps a lot, and the mana elves too. Like it's not. We got Lotus Core. Like it's not as slow as the last one. So maybe it's better. Last deck was very slow. Okay, 14. We'll play 16 lands in the Ruby. Let's get rid of something. I don't want the Sky Sovereign. 15. I gotta cut one more card. Questing Druid is debatable. Outland Liberator is debatable. I think it's one of those two. And I think I'll keep the Questing Druid over the Liberator. We have an Augur of Autumn too, which sucks. So fuck him. What do I need for my 16th land here? I don't think it matters too terribly much. I guess a mountain. Oh, wait, how did I go to 41 cards? 17 lands. That's not what I wanted. I just take out the mountain then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red sources. Yeah, that should be fine. It's like there's literally like 2 red mana symbols in my deck. Yeah, that should be fine. We don't need the mountain. All right, let's try this bad boy out. That feeling when no girlfriend.
It just does what it wants with you.
Say whatever you want, be whatever you want, do whatever you want.
You don't really have friends in real life, and it's people you can talk to online.
Something ominous is happening to men in America. Everyone who pays attention knows that.
Oh, these dangerous online people.
You know, they act like it's this group, and, you know, it's just a bunch of dudes killing time. You know?
Do we even know who is this 4chan? 4chan.
4chan.
The hacker known as 4chan.
I just want to be like controversial and like do whatever I want to do. You have to make the space that you want in the world. It's like it's not gonna
Wasn't that Campbot? Yeah.
be you.
What happened to him, man? Is he still on Twitter? Whatever happened to Campbot? They finally found the Campbot sex tape. We just got footage that's impossible to overstate. Wait, I saw this tweet. Did he ever say what the fuck it was? Ugh, Ashley St. Clair. Doesn't look like he has. Well, Keith always does that. He's like, "You're never gonna believe the thing we drop next," and then it's like always like totally underwhelming. Okay. I'll keep this. Yeah, I think Campbot like deleted his Twitter, or maybe I don't know, man. He kind of like disappeared off my radar years ago. So, oh, Mox Ruby off the top. So like, strip mining is an option, but I think Ruby and Talisman, that gets us going, and then next turn we can like cast Fable and strip mine him. It's quite a strong start. So like, this is what I'm talking about, like having a little bit of ramp in your deck just lets you have way faster starts. Dreams of Steel and Oil. There goes the Jitte. Guess what, bitch? He knew that was coming. I think I'll pitch the Stomping Grounds and the Lotus Cobra. Ugh. Very bad. Dismember the Goblin. Tarmogoyf is not very bad. Tarmogoyf is very decent. Tarmogoyf is a clock. Knight's Whisper. It's a Jundmere match, by the way. Ooh, Minx Skiboo off the top. I think it's Jover for this guy. He would have been way better off letting me keep the Goblin token and killing the... I think generally if you don't have a plan to deal with the Kiki Jiki, you don't want to be wasting a plan on the Goblin, you know what I'm saying? We didn't see that much. Discard spell, some burn. I'm just gonna run it back. I don't really... I mean, he's playing Jund, so it's probably like similar to what I'm doing. Fucking 7 fucking lands? The fuck out of here. Alright, what do we ditch here? It's either Graveyard Trespasser or Baleful Mastery. He could be doing Reanimator shit. I'll do the Trespasser. Man, if you could just play this guy as a land, you know, if you had the option of just doing that if you wanted to, yeah. Oliphant kind of suggests that he's up to some reanimator bullshit. There it is. So I can Baleful Mastery that. He has to draw a card. This is not looking great. If I play Lotus Cobra, then even if I hit a land, it's like, what am I doing? 4 mana? What am I even doing? I mean, I think I have to go with Lotus Cobra. I could, for 4 mana, I could either cast Jitte, equip it, and attack, or draw a card off this and cast it, or Baleful Mastery and he doesn't draw a card. That would actually be very reasonable. We did hit the land, so now I gotta decide between Mind Twisting him for 2 and taking 8 damage, or I think I have to just mastery this thing this turn. I don't think we're going to be able to win this game, but taking 8 damage just feels too like it's too much. Grief. I take the Dread Knight here quite on. Yeah, that's what I would take, I think. We're kind of fucked here, boys. We're kind of fucked. This is not an explosive start like we had last time. Turn 1, Talisman. Turn 2, Fable and Strip Mine. Sneak attack. Well, basically dead, but we can, if he doesn't have anything to sneak attack with, we can go to 1 in theory here. Kill it. We can tear asunder the Grief. Go to 1. And then if we hit a land and we cast Ogier, who knows? Who knows? The sky's the limit. Assuming he has absolutely nothing going on. Just like we drew it up. Any creature, though, we're dead to, because he can just sneak attack. We can't sneak attack off of an Escape the Wilds. Archon of Cruelty in there, jeez. Oh yeah, Dismember, that does it. Okay. Cloudwine in the Odyssey chat. It's so weird seeing people in the Odyssey chat when you're not live. Persians and Arabs are distinctly different phenotypes. Yeah, somebody left a comment on that too, and then I Googled it, and yes. And they said Persians are 100% white. fair enough, but I just like a lot of those people what are Turks? Are they Persian? What are I need to read more about it. Cause I always think of them as I think of Iranians as Arabs, you know what I mean? But then people are like, no, they're Aryans, they're white. Okay. Some of them look pretty fucking brown to me, but what do I know? Tribal Flames in... I think the Sovereign's actually pretty good against this guy. Questing Beast out. Eternal Witness out. Let's try that. Fucking bad draws these last two games, man. Another mulligan. Opponent's keeping 7, it looks like. Like, this is actually a good hand. I wish I could keep all these cards. I think I'm going to pitch the Jitte just because he has lots of removal in his deck. But that sucks having to pitch that. Thoughtseize the Goyf. Dash Ragavan hitting Forest. What? I guess Gix hits the bin. Ooh, the Excavator. Interesting. He probably just has like a lightning bolt or whatever to deal with Gix, but we got nothing better going on here. So the problem with this is that it's the adventure spell is sorcery speed, so it's no good at helping you with a Ragavan situation. Interesting. So he knows I have this, so I can kill this and get a hit off Gix. It's kind of surprising that he would do that. I mean that he would let me keep, like, just let me keep the rune map is what I'm saying. Because, like, oh, you get a forest back? Like, whatever. I'd rather draw a card than draw a forest. I'd rather draw an unknown card than a guaranteed forest and have a 3/3. Score this. Can get Tega, and then we can cast the Elder. Non-dashed. Interesting. Kind of like, I mean, if I attack and he'll what, trade Ragavan with my Elder? I don't know. Let's see what he's up to. I mean, letting me keep the Gix is just so crazy. Oh. Bitter Triumph. Paying 3 life. Shit. Looks like I'm getting hit by Ragavan the next turn. Played me like a fiddle. Oh, this is a 2/3? Okay. Okay. I will risk him removing my land in order to try to avoid getting hit by Ragavan. Minsk and Boo. I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. That sucks. What does this thing do? Menace. It's a 2/3 with oh, and whenever you attack, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. All right, sacrifice this. Cycle this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I mean, I can cast Virtue of Persistence, but it's like I'm just dead to the Minsk. I'm not literally dead to the Minsk and Boo, but I'm basically dead to the Minsk and Boo. But I mean, alternatively, it's like what I can animate, hit it for 2. That's not really doing anything. That's basically game over, unfortunately. Oh, he didn't. He's just gonna fling the hamster at me and draw 4 cards. Do you gain 4 life too, or what? I can never remember. If it was draw, no, so he draws 4 cards. So yeah, that's pretty good. Now I can kill Minsk and Boo with the Restless Fence attack, but I think that's whatever. Oh, I mean, him cracking Blood token is kind of good. Good start to him reacting to his 4 cards. What is this? Necromancy? Getting the Harvester back. That's a problem. May as well get the Yawgmoth, I guess. Lotus Cobra. Removal spell incoming. That's game over. Oh, sacrifice a non-token creature. This is technically not game over because I have the Lotus Cobra. What? No, cancel. Okay. Dismember? Are you fucking kidding me? I was gonna say too, if I wanted to be ballsy, I could like play Seek the Beast to try to hit a land and then play a blocker, but I mean the Dismember is game over. Yeah, it's game over because that means Minx and Boo lives, and that's not gonna be beatable, unfortunately. Okay, well, we tried. We had a really good game one. See you guys tomorrow morning if you're a coper, if you're up for the